Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon, our students, and good afternoon, parents, carers, and guardians as well. Welcome back. Welcome back to Cantell if you are in years 8 to 11. And of course, a very warm welcome if you are a new year 7 student joining us. We're really excited and looking forward to welcoming you all back to school. Year 7s, you'll be joining us early on the 1st and the 2nd of September for your induction days, those all important induction days that sadly you missed out on last year. And for the other year groups, that is years 8 to 11, you'll be rejoining us from the 3rd of September onwards. There are some year 11s that are going to be invited in earlier on, and you would have already received your letters from Mr. Gill if you are coming in. If you haven't been invited in, then you're joining the rest of the school on the 3rd of September. This video today is to go through where you come in to school, where your lessons in the majority will be, what learning will look like at Cantell School, where you'll exit, where your social times will be, and so much more. This video in itself shouldn't be used by itself. It should be used with some of the other letters that have come through, as well as PowerPoint. All of those information together will provide you with everything that you need to know about how to come back to school, and most importantly, how to come back to school safely during this coronavirus pandemic. Thank you. Year 8s, we're really excited to welcome you back to Cantell School, to your school. We know that your year 7, your first year with us, was extremely disrupted. You had probably around half of the year that you should have had, and so we are really aiming to make year 8 a very, very special one for you. As you know, you'll be joining us on Thursday the 3rd of September, and there are 2 particular entrances that we would like you to use. The first one, as you know, you're going to be in the orange zone, and this is one of the orange entrances. The orange entrances are both the turning circle entrances where cars and other vehicles would have used to come in and drop off deliveries and so on and so forth. Well, they're not going to be doing that under these COVID-19 protection measures. This area is all for you to use as an entry point and an exit point. So, if you are coming from the city centre or from the flower gardens, then I would suggest you use this turning circle entrance. And as you can see, we've got social distance markers all the way through to the main part of the school. But of course, if you are coming from the top end, that is the Bassett, Portswood, Highfield area, then keep on coming. Do not use the pedestrian entrances. Keep on coming down to the first turning circle entrance, and you can use those. You'll see there that there are some socially distanced markers as well, and that will enable you and guide you through to the main school, where you can then head off to your orange zone. Once you've come through either of the turning circle entrances, you make your way to the point that I'm standing at now, and make sure that you sanitize your hands thoroughly. And that's something that we would like you to do throughout your time at school during a whole school day. You'll see a number of different hand sanitizing stations and hand washing stations across the school, and it's really, really important that you make use of those. Once you've sanitized your hands, you come through this way, making sure that you keep a distance from your peers. And you walk through to the main school building. So year 8s, once you've come through the turning circle, once you've sanitized, and once you've come through the canopy area, you'll now be at the point that we're stood now. Where you need to go to get to your orange zone is this way. So we now go under the covered way, which is now where we have our wonderful community wall dedicated to the efforts of our whole community during COVID-19. So year 8, we've come to your orange entrance, as you can see, very clearly signposted and marked. And just, if you look at the community wall, you'll also see where you've got arrows pointing. So it's really very simple. Use the socially distanced markers, use the guides to come up to your orange entrance. Again, you'll notice another hand sanitization point. Make sure you sanitize your hands, and then we'll go up to your zone. As we walk up the steps, you'll notice on the left-hand side is where we have the green zone. That's not an area that you'll be going, but you'll see again, orange year 8 says only up we go. We're now passing the second floor, but again, we keep going all the way up. So here we are, year 8. We're in your zone, and this is your zone where you will study your English baccalaureate subjects, your EBAC subjects of English, maths, history, geography, RE, and the languages, and then you'll go off to the other areas safely as we can to your option, to your other option subjects, technology, P, and so on. Every year group, every zone will have their own individual designated set of toilets. As you can see, we are in the blue zone, in the year 9 zone, and we have a set of male, female, and disabled toilets. Initially, these toilets will be accessed during lesson time so that we can minimize the number of students that are around and about during the corridors, making sure it is as safe as possible to first of all, move through the corridors, and then secondly, of course, use the toilets. So year 8 social times are equally as important as the learning time. It's an opportunity for you to have some food, drink, relax, spend some time with friends. All of these are really, really important things. Sadly, your social times are limited because of the way that we've staggered this school day under the COVID-19 measures, but we want to make sure it's as friendly as possible. So you know the main school hall. This is where you will be located during your break time and your lunch time. We will have a dining area here for you to sit down and eat. But of course, I would encourage you, when the weather is as good as it can be, to come out here into this part of the canopy and sit down with your friends and enjoy the brief time that you have for your social time.